Somebody held a mirror up to my face, and I had a hard time swallowing what I was looking at.
Oof. Time to go back to the Botox lady?
Went out with my girls for a girls' weekend, and it was the four of us out and about on the town in Pompano Beach, Florida, baby.
Woo!
Where it doesn't get very lit, and people are typically going home by 11. And listen, I'm here to let you know that a cougar is not defined by age, but more defined by activities. All right?
Cougar energy.
However, I was informed that I'm a cougar. Yes. Hi, my name is Kristin. And if I was a single woman out and about on the town, I am a cougar. And just to make sure you understand what cougars are, according to Urban Dictionary, the first definition, cougar, when an older woman desires a much younger man and pounces on its prey. I have no desire for a younger man, but I am apparently an older woman. Now, this next definition is a little more intense. An older woman who frequents clubs and orders to score with a much younger man. The cougar can be anyone from an overly surgically altered wind tunnel victim to an absolute sad and bloated old hornmeister to a real hottie or MILF. Cougars are gaining in popularity, particularly the true hotties, as young men find not only a sexual high, but many times a chick with her S together.
I'm sorry, that was way harsh. If cougars were that bad, would they have a theme song?
She was indeed not ready.
Heck? Y'all, I was out to dinner with my girls, and we were like dressed up in our finest, trying to look all cute, look a little hot, feeling ourselves.
Was this the night you got called a prostitute?
Yeah. No, it
It's all
wasn't.
coming together.
Suddenly it makes sense.
That wasn't prostitute night. It was a different outfit. It was the night before. I got called a cougar Friday night. I got called a prostitute Saturday night.
There's a theme here.
You're
All right.
talented.
Right? Tell me.
She's multifaceted.
So we're sitting at this restaurant having dinner, and I can't remember if it was which girlfriend it was, but said we're cougars, and I'm like, no, we are not. I'm like, we are young and we are vivacious and we are just having fun and living our best lives, because the two of them are single, right? And they're like, no, we are cougars. And I'm like, we are not cougars. So this hot server walks by, and Amanda grabs his arm, right? He's like a young dude. He's like in his mid to late 20s. And she goes, hey, man, are we cougars? And without skipping a beat, he's like, oh, yeah. And they kept walking.
Wait, I feel like they're getting mixed up on the definition of cougar, because I feel like a cougar is a verb. You know what I mean? Like, you're actively seeking younger men. You're actively trying to like go do things with young guys. Whereas I feel like maybe the proper term is MILF.
Well, so here's the thing, and I agree with you. That's why I said out the gate, a cougar isn't defined by age, but by her activities, right? But the pill I was having a hard time swallowing, Abby, is knowing that if I was single and going out, I would be considered a cougar. And I don't want to be considered a cougar. So then we go to the next bar, right? So we're at the next bar, and I'm still hung up on this, right? Like, it's really like taking a toll on my soul that this dude was like, oh yeah, I just kept on walking. So then there we are, and my friend Amanda's having a field day with this. She thinks it's hilarious that I am having a hard time accepting the fact that we are now in the cougar category, because we are over 40, and if we're out, we are cougars. If you are like single and looking for, so now there's another young buck behind the bar, right?
You use that term and you don't want to be called a cougar.
I know. So he's probably like in his early 20s, right?
Okay.
So cute guy behind the bar. He's not even the bartender, he's the bar back. And Amanda once again goes, hey, are we cougars? And without skipping a beat, he goes, yeah, you are. And I had me one once.
Hey, bar back.
I don't want to be a cougar.
It sounds like it's a compliment.
It's not, Cassie. It's not.
It is totally a compliment, and I will tell you why. Because believe it or not, I was called a cougar this weekend.
Wait,
you are in your 20s. You cannot be called a cougar.
Not a thing.
Age is relative. So you were in Pompano Beach or whatever, and maybe you're surrounded by people in their 30s, maybe it's young families or whatever, and you would be considered a cougar because like the guys around there in their 20s. I, this weekend, went to the University of Florida, where the average age is like 19 years old. I'm sitting at a bar, Ball's Bookstore. Shout out to all the UF grads who know that one. Pits of hell. And some guy taps me on the shoulder. He starts hitting on me. And I look at him and I go, I'm too old for you, buddy. Like this guy, he probably used a fake ID to get in, and he goes, I don't mind an older woman. And I was like, oh my God,
Older.
I'm a cougar at the University of Florida. I'm a cougar. So I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, I don't think they're calling you like an old hag. You're just like a more mature, sexually confident woman who happens to do Botox every now and then.
Yeah, they could have called you toads. I mean, come on. It means you're attractive. And the fact that somebody called you a cougar and then a prostitute, obviously you're oozing sex, okay?
The sex appeal is wild.
And you upgraded. I mean, cougar definitely upgrade from prostitute. Going in the right direction.
I don't know that they're mutually exclusive. Who says you can't be both?
I got called a cougar first, and then I got called a prostitute.
Oh, that's the wrong direction.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
Okay.
So I don't, I don't even know. I thought I was going to be more confident in my older age and knowing who I am, and now I'm flailing.
Do we need to get you a life alert? Are you flailing that bad?
You'll never beat an allegation.
I'm falling and I can't get up.
The Bert Show.